So the Sonic the Hedgehog movie has been pushed to February of 2020. Oh boy. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, the blogging rapper, and today I want to talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie that was originally slated to come out this November, which unfortunately now is coming out in February. Now, I say unfortunately, but in a sort of an interesting way, it is a good thing. Mostly because, for one, that trailer stunk, man. That trailer was horrible. I mean, everything about it. There was a few things. Look, let me just preface this. I didn't start this off right. I am one of the biggest, greatest Sonic the Hedgehog fans you can ever meet. Anyone that knows me will tell you that I was that kid that sat in the back of class all day drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. I even started my own Sonic the Hedgehog fan site back in 1999 called Sonic vs. Teen, which was a website that had a collection of several fan comics of Sonic. Yeah, I was that much into it. In fact, off camera, I have, the Sonic Mania, Sonic standing on the SEGA Genesis thing. I'm a huge Sonic fan. That goes without saying. And so, with that, the idea of a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, I thought would have been awesome back in the days when Wreck-It Ralph first came out. Because obviously you saw the cameo of Sonic, you even got the voice actor for the latest version of the Sonic video games, and he returns again in Wreck-It Ralph 2. So, I don't understand why people think, or some people think, that Sonic as he is doesn't transition well into a movie. You have to make changes. You have to, make it CGI and all that stuff. I mean, who among us got excited to hear that this is going to be a CGI mixed in with live action movie? Tell me who. Because any true Sonic fan would have been cringing at that thought the moment they heard about it, and I was one of those people. And once I heard that Jim Carrey was going to be Dr. Eggman, and that they weren't going to get the voice actor, Roger Craig Smith, to be Sonic. Now, let's get this right. I'm a fan of Jaleel White, back in the days when he voice acted Sonic the Hedgehog, back in the cartoon days. But in terms of the voice actor for the video games, I think Roger Craig Smith is the best out of all of them. Ryan Drummond, Jason, I forgot his last name. But yeah, I think Roger Craig Smith is the best Sonic in the video game series that I've heard. And he has already been in 2 movies, generally speaking. So why wouldn't it work to have him be in his own fully CGI animated film? A lot of people think that, you have to make changes, that it just wouldn't fit. But we've seen that happen with the trend of live-action CGI films. Most notably, we've seen that with the Smurfs films. And guess what? When they actually went to full-on CGI, it did really well. Probably not too well to warrant a sequel. But by that time, we had already dealt with a couple sequels already with the live-action CGI blend. Sonic the Hedgehog was the epitome of coolness back in the 90s, and throughout the early 2000s, I mean, there's a bunch of kids nowadays who still think Sonic is very cool. I have to fall into that bandwagon, however, that, if they are going to proceed with this, the only real saving grace here is Jim Carrey. I can't believe I'm saying that, because first of all, Jim Carrey is not someone I would imagine to be Dr. Eggman. He doesn't even look like Dr. Eggman for most of the trailer, which makes me think that he's not going to look that way until the very end, which is when you see that little teaser at the end of the trailer, him looking like this. So, due to unprecedented fan backlash, they decided to take the character design of Sonic back to the drawing board, and thankfully they're giving themselves more time to do it, because if it was a rush job, we know that wouldn't turn out very well. But is it going to turn out well regardless, even if they give themselves more time? The true Sonic fan in me wants the movie to come out because I do want to see Sonic on a full-length feature film on the big screen. However, the other side, the other true Sonic side of me says that this is a monstrosity. It's not going to do well no matter what they do. I mean, look at this picture right here. Okay, a couple things here. One, he has gloves in this one. It looks like he's wearing a glove. You can see that. So that's cool. That's a step in the right direction. However, he still has blue arms. Now, the only time Sonic really had blue arms was in Sonic Boom, and people were in an uproar about that even then. I mean, the designs for the Sonic Boom characters were such a huge departure from their iconic looks that it garnished a lot of, backlash. That's why the games from the Sonic Boom series was terrible. Well, not the reason why, it was one of the reasons. But also, it was one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't like the cartoon series at first. Now, the cartoon series happened to be pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it myself. But for the movie, I mean, what are you trying to do? So what's gonna save the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? What indeed? Honestly, at this point, I think we're aiming and preparing for a train wreck no matter what happens. I think that somehow it's just not going to win us over. They're pulling the usual trope that, hey, this is for a new generation of fans. But yet you got a 1990s song in the trailer. You got the captions that read, every hero has a genesis. What are you doing, movie? What is it you're trying to do? I don't understand. Who are you? Who's your demographic? Who are you trying to reach out to? This is not making any sense. I mean, if this is for new fans, then why shoehorn in all of those 1990s references? Nobody cares about the 90s if they're from the new now. It doesn't... Who are you catering this movie to? Sorry, I'm getting a little heated here, but you gotta pick an audience. With Sonic the Hedgehog, and you got SEGA's logo right there in the beginning. I love the Paramount logo in the beginning of the trailer as well. That was pretty dang sweet. But the rest of the trailer, no. And I'm sorry. A lot of people are trying to make allowances for some of the decisions that they've made, like, oh, Sonic doesn't have that one eye, they gotta make it two. I can get that, I can get behind that. No. If you're gonna have Sonic, have Sonic. Don't have some alternate version. Make Sonic Sonic, because you're almost guaranteeing yourself that you're never gonna see a sequel. Now, here's the thing that most people may or may not know, is at the end of the trailer, let's bring this image up again. When you have Dr. Eggman, putting on, he's got that bald head, he's got that big mustache, putting on the goggles now. He looks more like traditional Eggman, right? What's behind him? He's got mushrooms behind him, giant, large mushrooms, which can only lead to, if you're a true Sonic fan, it can lead to the assumption that they're setting themselves up for future films, most likely. Because what level in Sonic the Hedgehog has giant mushrooms like that? Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, featuring Knuckles the Echidna. So they're trying to, it seems as though they're setting themselves up for future movies, because you gotta bring in Tails and you gotta bring in Knuckles at this point. But the way that they're going, the whole premise of it, and okay. This is a kid's movie. I'm not looking for depth. I'm not looking for, extreme content here. But it's gotta make sense. Alright, so the government sees that there's some fast speed creature running around and they gotta find out more about it, so they send Dr. Eggman to him to chase after him. This is essentially just a Roadrunner cartoon in the span of an hour and a half. Do you see any premise where this can work? This is not... Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have much faith in this movie, and I want to, my gosh, I want to, but I don't think there's any scenario in which this can work unless they take it back to the drawing board and they make it an animated film, like fully CGI animated. Yeah, there's definite possibilities where someone can say, you know what, we're just not going to do this movie. And then maybe someone will be inspired to come back and say, hey, Paramount almost released a horrible version of Sonic the Hedgehog, so let's do him right. Let's make this a full CGI thing before anyone else get any bright ideas, and make it good. Set it up for some real sequels that have a better chance of coming out. Gosh, I hope that's what happens. If you're gonna do Sonic, do him right, man. Don't be the next Mario Brothers movie from way back when. And here's the other thing, is that there's rumors of a full CGI Mario Brothers movie that's supposed to be in the works. Now, can you imagine if that comes out after the horrendous Sonic the Hedgehog live-action CGI movie comes out? Can you imagine how much more of a laughingstock Sonic would be compared to Mario? Let's go to the next video, guys. That's all I got for you today. I'm a true Sonic fan, and I'm really dealing with some stuff here, so y'all help me, alright? But anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell notification after you subscribe to this channel to be updated for future videos, and I will see you on the next one. It's your boy Jason, the blogging rapper. Much love, God bless, and as always, this movie's killing me. Peace!